starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Nate Myhock. The opening ceremonies for the World Championship Snowmobile Derby will take place tonight in Eagle River. And with a large amount of people attending the event, the local economy is feeling the impact. Newswatch 12's Kyle Pozorski has more.
Fortunately, we have enough snow this year that the trails are open.
Thousands of snowmobile riders are rolling into the Northwoods, leaving a large economic impact on our communities.
Snowmobilers bring so much to Wisconsin and to our economy, our local communities. They show up in droves. We have more than 25,000 miles of trails to explore by snowmobile, and that generates $1 billion of economic impact every year for our state.
Which is exactly what the Wisconsin Department of Tourism likes to see, benefiting rural areas of the state.
We've been hearing about this for weeks, months. There's a lot of anticipation building up to this weekend, and that's exactly what you want to see in tourism. You want people hearing word of mouth, a lot of excitement, and people making that decision. Pack up the car, get up there, and see what it's all about.
Some years have gone by with less than ideal snow, which affects business. But when it does snow, cities like Merrill thrive.
Without the snowmobiles and coming down the trails, some of these small businesses would struggle through the winter months.
And having the right amount of snow for northern towns like St. Germain boosts income for gas stations, bars, and restaurants.
Our area, mainly because we get the snow. I mean, other areas of the state, they don't get as much snow as us. And, you know, people know our trails. I mean, the Boboan Snowmobile Club is the largest snowmobile club in not only Wisconsin, probably the Midwest, with over 1,100 members.
And when the snowmobile season kicks off in Eagle River with the Championship Derby, everyone notices.
There's not a business, if you go by during the weekend, that it is not full. And it may not look like it because you go by and you don't see cars, but when you look to the other side and you see 40, 50 snowmobiles, it is amazing to see that.
In the Northwoods, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joining us in the studio. It's like we stepped back to earlier in the week. It got cold again out there.
Yeah, hey Nate, the average high is 22. None of us did that today. A perfect weekend for racing here in Eagle River. But bundle up, it's cold out there right now. 11 in Rhinelander, 10 in Eagle River, 14 for Wausau. So we'll be stuck in the teens a couple more hours tonight, followed by a return to teens tomorrow afternoon. A little bit warmer Sunday and Monday, but overall below average temperatures are on the way for the weekend. Okay, so lots of clouds out there today and a couple of flurries, but we're just missing a pretty good snow across parts of western Wisconsin and parts of Minnesota. In fact, here it is now. Many of you are asking for some snow. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. Maybe a little bit of snow on Sunday and then maybe on Tuesday, but overall, no big snows in our forecast anytime soon, except for over here across parts of Iowa. They're getting nailed today with up to a foot of snow over there. Our forecast, though, for tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies, and just cold with low temperatures down near 5 below. Your full forecast coming up. Nate?
Thank you, Jeff. A judge ruled today that Darrell Brooks Jr. will stand trial. Brooks is the man accused of plowing his SUV through the Waukesha Christmas parade, killing 6 people. The court found probable cause to send his case to trial on 77 charges, including 6 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. The 39-year-old Brooks would face mandatory life in prison if he's convicted on even 1 count. Among the other 71 charges, Brooks is facing first-degree recklessly endangering safety, hit and run resulting in death, felony bail jumping, and a misdemeanor for battery. During Friday's court appearance, one Waukesha police officer shared his experience from that day.
But initially I heard a horn beeping from the area north of my location, and that's what my initial focus was drawn to. I first stepped in front of the SUV, put my hands up and was yelling for the vehicle to stop.
Okay. Did the vehicle stop?
It did not.
The leader of the Proud Boys, a far-right extremist group, was released from jail today. Enrique Tario was sentenced to 5 months behind bars in a Washington, D.C. jail back in August. Tario was charged with destruction of property after burning a Black Lives Matter flag outside of a historic African-American church in the D.C. area. He had also been arrested 2 days before the attack on the U.S. Capitol for possession of high-caliber magazines, which are illegal in the city. He would would plead guilty to both charges. Tario did not take part in the insurrection on January 6th, as he had not been charged in connection with the riot. However, about 36 members of the Proud Boys have been arrested and charged for their actions on that day. Because of this, Tario said he may take a step back from leadership and travel home to South Florida to fix issues within his chapter. North Korea conducted their third weapons test this month on Friday. The country fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles from an area in their North Pyongyang province. Hours earlier, North Korea issued a statement berating the Biden administration for imposing new sanctions over their missile tests. They also warned of stronger and more explicit action if Washington maintains its stance. The U.S. sanctions targeted 5 North Korean individuals over their roles in obtaining equipment and technology for the country's missile program. In response to the test, the U.S. said it would also seek new sanctions from the UN. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un said the country will increase its nuclear program. However, some experts believe he is using a technique to pressure the world into negotiations to extract new concessions. U.S. officials are now saying that they have received new intelligence reports that Russia is getting ready to invade Ukraine. The reports indicate that Russia is preparing a false flag operation to justify a military campaign. The officials said the plan includes a group of Russian operatives carrying out acts of sabotage against their own soldiers and then blaming Ukraine for the attack. Currently, Russia has about 100,000 troops gathered near the border, but the Kremlin has denied any plans of invasion. Meanwhile, several Ukrainian government websites went offline on Friday. It was a part of a massive cyber attack where hackers left messages warning people to, quote, prepare for the worst. As of right now, it's unclear who exactly is behind the attack. Earlier today, the 2021 NFL All-Pro team was announced, and 3 Packers standouts were included. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and Devondre Campbell all received the honor. This is Rodgers' 5th time being selected as an All-Pro. Adams, who was one of 5 unanimous first-team All-Pro selections, is the first Green Bay receiver to make the list in back-to-back seasons since Sterling Sharp in the early 1990s. For Campbell, this is his first time to be recognized as an All-Pro. Campbell's selection is historic for the Packers. He's the first Green Bay inside linebacker to make AP first-team All-Pro since Ray Nitschke in 1966. Even more surprising, Campbell was actually left off the Pro Bowl roster earlier this month. While the Packers obviously hope to make the trip to Super Bowl 56 this year, the NFL confirmed that the game will go on as planned in Los Angeles. Over 70,000 fans are expected in attendance at SoFi Stadium. Fans will have to provide proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test to enter the game. They will also be required to wear masks, except when they're eating. This year's game will be the first time LA has hosted the Super Bowl in 29 years. The game is scheduled for February 13th. Novak Djokovic now faces possible deportation from Australia. That comes as the country canceled the tennis star's visa for a second time. Djokovic was in the country for the Australian Open tournament that is set to begin on Monday. However, due to his unvaccinated status, his visa has been denied twice. His lawyers applied for an injunction that would prevent him from being forced to leave the country. In a hearing today, a judge said the Court of Australia would work to resolve the case as soon as possible. People all across the country have seen rising prices since the pandemic began, and the food industry has not been spared. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson tells us how a local meat market is dealing with those unusual prices.
Beef, pork, poultry, seafood.
Lake Tomahawk Meat Market has just about any meat you can imagine, with different cuts too.
Beef sticks, sausages, smoked sausages, jerky, hams, bacon.
Todd Arnsdorf has been the owner for 32 years.
I just got done cutting pork chops, so all my trimmings here this morning are going to go for sausage today.
Arnsdorf only uses local slaughterhouses, so he hasn't been affected by issues in the global supply chain.
You never know. Sometimes I get shorted from one guy and I have to go look somewhere else. But I've been pretty lucky. I haven't had a shortage of anything.
The problem isn't getting the meat, it's the price.
They've been all over the board this year. Started out not too bad in the spring. Then about June, everything took a big jump.
Arnsdorf blames the labor shortage. He says the meat packers aren't sure who will show up for work on any given day. In turn, they're having trouble filling orders.
So anything that they have to work on, they're charging more for.
Fortunately, the meat market is getting good business.
Demand was high the last 6 months, really high. I mean, it was our best year we have ever had.
Arnsdorf says with more people being at home, they're spending more money.
People are buying. They're buying the more expensive cuts, and I think they're cooking at home.
Arnsdorf says his suppliers think the prices will level out soon, but aren't sure.
So I think once the COVID shortage right now with the workers lets up a little bit, I think we're going to see some better prices.
In the meantime, Arnsdorf will keep running his business the best he can.
Yeah, it's been a great experience.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Lake Tomahawk, I'm Morgan Johnson.
After the break on Newswatch 12, we'll take a look at Biden's plan for the bipartisan bill that was passed a few months ago. That's after Maine weather with Jeff, right here on Newswatch 12.
It's here, Wisconsin. Furniture and Appliance Mart's Mega Appliance Clearance Event is on now. Millions of dollars of clearance appliances must be sold. Save as much as 85% off. And no interest financing for 3 years. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Hi, my name is Betty. I had taken a fall in November and, unbeknownst to me, got a horrible whiplash. Dr. Scher was the first one to tell me, well, you know, Betty, you've got 2 bulging discs and a pinched nerve. So I signed up with Dr. Scher. It worked. It worked. I mean, I now have full range of motion. It was life-changing. I don't have any pain.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery. Just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Carpet City.
Uh-oh. Did your holiday hosting create a couple extra stains in your carpet? Or do you just need an update for your old flooring? Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and start your year off right with free carpet installation. That's right, free carpet installation. If money is a little tight, Carpet City Flooring Center can help make your project affordable with interest-free financing. Get your free carpet installation today.
Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
It's here, Wisconsin. Furniture and Appliance Mart's Mega Appliance Clearance Event is on now. Millions of dollars of clearance appliances must be sold. Save as much as 85% off. And no interest financing for 3 years. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
There you are. Welcome back, my friends. You and I get to chat weather for about 4 minutes. And all right, so colder air has arrived again. Lows below 0 tonight. Tomorrow, rebounding back up into teens. But 20s are back in the forecast as soon as Sunday into Monday. Today, though, isn't it amazing that we get to live here? Just a beautiful scene across the area today. Lots of cloud cover, but who cares? Temperatures in the teens. A light wind out there as well with a 9-inch snowpack outside currently. And it's cold. Temperatures are hanging out in the low teens across the area from 11 in Rhinelander to 10 over in Antigo, 11 in Green Bay, 14 for Ladysmith. So you get the idea. Well below average temperatures today. We'll do it all over again tomorrow, but then begin to flirt with normal levels beginning on Sunday. The average high being 22, the average low being about 4. Keep in mind, next week is typically the coldest week of the year with the average low to high temperature being 21. All right, so going forward, so 14 tomorrow is all we're going to do with a lot of sunshine tomorrow. 18 for Sunday, but then 24 on Monday, 27 Tuesday, and then it looks like a pretty good reinforcing shot of cold air gets in here later Tuesday. That'll hold high temperatures 11 Wednesday, 5 Thursday. Keep in mind, there's a pretty big football game the Sunday following this Friday, right? So overall, it could be a very cold weekend next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend at Lambeau. All right, so we're making lots of ice. So last week I stood right here and we had about 7% ice coverage on the Great Lakes. Now we're at 11% ice coverage, and this is generally the areas that are protected by the wind. They're also kind of shallow, the bays for sure. So we're building more ice out there. We're a bit ahead of last year's schedule. Still, we're building a lot more ice out there today. All right, so lots of clouds out there today, and we are just missing a pretty good snow across parts of western Wisconsin, into parts of Minnesota. I know a lot of you want some snow. It's kind of been few and far between the last couple weeks around here, but there it is across Minnesota into Iowa and places near in Iowa, near Des Moines, could see close to a foot of snow today, already about 8 inches there, and it's still snowing. So, but that's going to miss us, just a few flurries for us, but there are a couple snow chances in the 7-day forecast. Speaking of snow, so far this snow season, we've had 49.5 inches of snow in Rhinelander. I know you're saying like, well, where'd that go? Well, most of it melted in December. Compared against this time last year, we already had 21.9, and then 2 years ago, that big snow year we had, 49.2. So we're ahead of that schedule. We'll see though, we've had kind of a dry stretch around here lately, and that translates to a snowpack of around 9 inches in Rhinelander, also for Wausau, much more as you go just north of here. The trails are being reported in pretty good condition, but they're getting beat up a bit. They could use a refresher snow, and there's a little bit of snow in the forecast for us on Sunday, maybe then again on Tuesday. This system right there, that's going to miss us, but the pattern is changing just a little bit. So if you see these, one there, that could change and bring us some snow in here on Sunday, and then again Tuesday of next week. Our forecast though for tonight though is partly cloudy skies. It's just cold out there. A couple flurries can't be ruled out. Look for low temperatures down near 5 below. For tomorrow, all right, it's Saturday. Lots of outdoor plans tomorrow. It's going to be sunny. Don't forget your sunglasses tomorrow with high temperatures near 14 and a northeast breeze around 10, giving us feel-like temperatures near 0 through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows Sunday, a little bit of light snow, maybe a dusting through the afternoon. Good for the holiday on Monday. Tuesday, though, we got to watch that system. We could be shoveling that snow on Tuesday afternoon. Nate?
Thank you, Jeff. After blows to President Biden's voting rights bills and his plan to fight the pandemic, he turned his attention to a different matter. 2 months ago, he signed the bipartisan infrastructure bill into law. And earlier today, Biden detailed how some of the money will be spent. NBC's Chris Pallone reports.
To keep that pollution from happening.
Highlighting the work done in the first 2 months since he signed a bill to improve the nation's infrastructure, President Biden admitted he's heard the criticism about this week's setbacks to his agenda.
There's a lot of talk about disappointments and things we haven't gotten done. We're going to get a lot of them done, I might add.
The president focusing Friday on an initiative to repair and replace thousands of deficient bridges from coast to coast. The federal government spending $5.5 billion this year, even picking up the entire tab to fix some bridges which would normally require states or counties to chip in.
This is an investment that's going to help connect entire towns and regions.
But the administration is still stinging from Thursday's Supreme Court split decision, which dealt a major blow to the president's efforts to contain the pandemic. The court allowing a vaccine mandate for certain healthcare workers to stand, while blocking a broader mandate which would compel around 80 million American workers either to get vaccinated or take weekly COVID tests.
So it is disappointing that the court chose not to defend or support people from COVID-19.
After a Democratic senator derailed the president's social and climate change spending bill, the White House pivoted to a hard push on voting rights. But Thursday, 2 Senate Democrats said they won't change the chamber's rules to pass voting rights bills with a simple majority, effectively killing that too. The Senate's Democratic leader plans to hold a vote on it Tuesday regardless.
Members of this chamber were elected to debate and to vote.
A tough week for the Biden agenda, the peril of governing with razor-thin majorities. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
COVID-19 continues to spike around the country, leading to more and more people wanting access to some better testing. And while the Biden administration has made promises on free tests and masks, many are still confused. We'll break it all down after the break.
It's here, Wisconsin. Furniture and Appliance Mart's Mega Appliance Clearance Event is on now. Millions of dollars of clearance appliances must be sold. Save as much as 85% off. And no interest financing for 3 years. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Teachers are truly unsung heroes, building up the next generation of leaders. We should celebrate them. I'm Dan Hagan.
And I'm Jeff Weller with Newswatch 12. We are excited to announce it's time to nominate teachers for the Golden Apple Awards, proudly presented by the Rhinelander Partners in Education.
You can nominate those teachers by going to RhinelanderPie.com. Nominations are due by February 28th.
So let's celebrate teachers who recognize all of what they do.
Keeping your family close together in your home these days are important. Let us remodel your kitchen and bath. Kitchen Bath Mart specializes in complete remodels for the past 35 years. From design to install, we'll take good care of you. Stop in or call us today at Kitchen Bath Mart. We're your #1 choice in kitchen and bath remodeling. Highway 70 East in Arborvitae.
The North Woods can be a hotbed of severe weather. To stay up to the minute on when and where storms will hit, tune in to the weather team you can count on, Weather Watch 12. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller and meteorologists Devin Biggs and Andrew Keycaper break down severe weather live on WJFW, Facebook Live, and the WJFW Weather app, so you and your family can be prepared and safe from severe weather. Weather Watch 12, from where you live.
It's here, Wisconsin. Furniture and Appliance Mart's Mega Appliance Clearance Event is on now. Millions of dollars of clearance appliances must be sold. Save as much as 85% off. And no interest financing for 3 years. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
COVID-19 spikes around the country have both lawmakers and the public demanding answers from the White House. Many people have questions regarding the administration's policy on testing and masks. Meanwhile, some hospitals have stopped non-urgent procedures to deal with an influx of patients. But as Kristen Wynn reports, some relief is expected to come as early as tomorrow.
As COVID-19 continues to surge across parts of the country, many are struggling to get tested. The Biden administration now facing intense scrutiny about its pandemic response.
Our hospitals are still under great pressure right now.
In a letter to the White House, a group of Senate Democrats are asking why the administration failed to take more significant steps earlier to increase access to at-home tests, saying the measures have been reactive rather than proactive. Some health experts also echoing those concerns.
I don't think at the outset they understood how recalcitrant almost a quarter of the population of this country would be to getting vaccinated.
Starting Saturday, most people with private health insurance can buy at-home tests online or over the counter, then get reimbursed for the cost. The Biden administration says the uninsured will soon be able to order free tests online. The U.S. is now averaging more than 786,000 cases each day, according to data from Johns Hopkins University.
What most folks don't realize is that the amount of virus that you're initially exposed to is directly correlated to how sick you get.
More details about the president's plan to provide free, high-quality masks to all Americans are expected next week.
It prevents not only you from spreading the virus, but also prevents you from becoming infected from Omicron.
The U.S. now reporting more than twice as many new cases daily compared to new vaccinations. In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn.
It's here, Wisconsin. Furniture and Appliance Mart's Mega Appliance Clearance Event is on now. Millions of dollars of clearance appliances must be sold. Save as much as 85% off. And no interest financing for 3 years. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
You know what I'm going to miss most about space?
What's that?
How easy it is to keep up my saving habit. There's nothing to buy up here.
We're making it easier to save on Earth, too. When you open a savings builder account at BMO Harris, you can get a cash reward for every month you save.
Anything to help launch my savings?
Sure. When you open a checking account, we'll give you $200 to kickstart your savings progress.
$200 and a monthly savings reward.
It's a way to save that won't weigh you down. It's a little space humor.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
The Culligan Connect app from Culligan Water works with our smart, high-efficiency water softener to monitor water usage, potential leaks, and salt, so you never run out. Get more control of your home's water. Contact Culligan Water, the local water experts.
Want payday to come a little faster?
I get paid 2 days before everyone else. I love getting paid on a Wednesday.
Want to say goodbye to those long check cashing lines?
I can never see myself standing in a line at a bank again.
Get your own Netspend prepaid Mastercard with direct deposit. Your money loads straight into your Netspend card. Shop online, pay bills, buy groceries. Use anywhere debit Mastercard is accepted.
I use it every day for every purchase. I use it to pay my rent.
It's not a credit card. It's convenient, and you can even earn payback rewards on many of your purchases. That's money right back into your card account.
From eating at major restaurants to sending my mom flowers, I get cash back.
Because this is not a credit card, with Netspend you pay no interest fees, late fees, or activation fees. fees. There's no credit check to get started and no cost to order.
I use my Netspend card for everything.
Be one of the first 200 callers and choose your card color. 1-800-434-1455. That's 1-800-434-1455. Get paid up to 2 days faster with Netspend.
Tune in as Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller brings you the most up-to-the-minute weather data weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. WJFW utilizes industry-leading technology to provide you with an accurate Northwoods weather forecast.
It's here, Wisconsin. Furniture and Appliance Mart's Mega Appliance Clearance Event is on now. Millions of dollars of clearance appliances must be sold. Save as much as 85% off. And no interest financing for 3 years. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Jeff, I don't know about you. I have a major fear of snakes, okay? But this story, it's unlocking a new phobia for me, all right? A man in New Zealand felt a blockage in his ear after he went swimming. So he went to a doctor, told him, hey, it's just water, no big deal. He tried all these different techniques.
Wait, the doctor told him it was water?
Told him it was water. He goes, it's just not coming out. Went to a specialist, dead cockroach.
Oh.
He had tried to get it out with an air dryer to get the water out, and he killed a cockroach.
People are trying to eat dinner.
I know.
Now.
I'm not proud of this story. I really am not.
I mean, I guess there are worse things to have in your ear, but I mean, we should probably just move on from there, right?
I agree.
All right, let's check on the graphics, and temperatures took a step back today. Woo, it's chilly out there, right? They're gonna keep going down from here too. We'll have lows tonight down near 5 below 0, and then recover back up into the low teens. All right, so we're just missing some snow to the west of us. I know a lot of you want some snow. It's just not going to happen. Maybe a little bit on Sunday. Other than that, though, we stay dry around here until Sunday. Then again, probably on Tuesday. So 2 kind of minor systems headed our way. But overall, then, after Tuesday's system, temperatures crash again. Single-digit high temperatures again in the forecast next week.
On the plus side, I don't think cockroaches enjoy the cold. So thanks, Jeff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 6.